Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yes, I'm booking, yes, I'm brooking curls, yeah, 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 It's amazing what the spirit can do with some faith and some courage and some will. Ja, es ist so leicht, so fun and easy, so viel zu lernen und so gut zu leben mit der authentisierten YouTube-Videos. Es ist so leicht. Ja, es ist so leicht, so fun and easy, ja, ui. Hey, hey, ja, oh, hey, ja, 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 ja. Hey, ja, 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 Eating my nose content no more, no, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm booking calls, I'm booking calls, I am booking calls, yeah, hey. Ja, es ist so leicht, ja, es ist so leicht, ja, es ist so leicht, ja, hey, Let's click here on the advertisement, Yahweh, yeah, hey, Yahoo, Yahweh. Hey, I'm effortlessly booking calls, I'm effortlessly booking calls, yeah, hey, with my people. Yeah, hey, Yahweh, Yahweh. Hey, yeah, Yahweh. Es ist so leicht, so fun and easy, ja, hey. Hey, ja, Let's read through my content, my YouTube, nein, nicht die Passwörter hier. No more struggle, for only 10 minutes, und dann gehen wir weiter voran, Hey, 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 me, oh, me, ja, oh, me, oh, me, ja, oh, es ist so leicht, so fun and easy. So gut hier zu gewinnen in diesem Leben, Yahweh, 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 hey, Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. We don't respect ourselves if we are not ourselves. When we have things in the shadow that I don't want anybody to know, I might be more prone to keeping myself in the shadows too, not allowing anybody to find out about me. Shame affects us. Focus and environment are important. A lot of people live in a noisy environment and perceive a lot of low quality and low vibe behaviors with a lot of noise. Car sounds, dogs barking, traffic noise, TV and radio noise, construction noise. Most people are not productive because they don't know what productive looks like. They have never been there. Shifting life circumstances means shifting habitual behaviors. You want to be special? Treat yourself like you are special. Live like you have great responsibility, like a special man. Wanting to be special is quite normal, but be okay with being normal, being okay with the way you are, that is truly special. Violent fantasies can be due to needing mindless activity and not concentrate so much. Singing, working out, having sex, practicing martial arts, and serving all serve that purpose. So in order to avoid these violent fantasies, I am incorporating more mindless activity for rest. In the animal kingdom, we define what animals do. So we say a lion kills prey or some ant, they cut leaves and move them. These animals are defined by how they look and what they do. Their actions define them and they look. Define them and how they look. Define them and how they look. For us humans, our actions define how we look. People revert back to their emotional home. Lethal example. I felt very familiar in the place of struggle, so I would take actions that prolong the struggle where I could also feel strong and imbalanced and abundant and rich within myself. Dramas overshadow real problems. Often we reenact a drama in order to not deal with the deeper problems. Dramas give a feeling substitute for real feelings. For example, the feeling of a fight for something great, a worthy cause that can be satisfied in the drama. Dramas let feeling happen that are in the emotional memory connected to deeper, more traumatic feelings. Rescuing somebody oftentimes means rescuing him or her from their responsibilities, because the reason why somebody is in the struggle and needs to be rescued means you also need to rescue them from their responsibilities. The involvement in other people's problems and helping them is a perverted way to meet our needs. Because as children we have learned, unless we sacrifice our needs to meet our partner's needs, our parents' needs, our very survival needs of protection and love are not being met. Feeling weak or needy in one area of life translates to other areas of life because you feel like this about yourself. It adds to the net time you feel like that, which is impacting all other areas of your life where feeling strong and independent can be useful. Sometimes people self-sabotage because they know that that gives them an excuse to either blow up or feel sad when they don't achieve. And they need this as an excuse, and the entire system unconsciously manifests the behavior that makes the person. Sometimes when we feel a certain way for a long time, we believe it will go on like this forever. But the truth is that it will change with time. People adjust to things quickly, so feeling a certain way for just a few months makes them believe that it will go on forever. Many people don't want to feel good or are afraid of being seen feeling good because they would upset other people know them, or that they owe money to, for example, people that they don't want to be seen happy because that would indicate that they do well and would make them ask about the money owed. That has happened to me as well. You are judging yourself on the things that you believe you will get love. The ego is adaptive and ensures societal cohesion by being aware of how other people would perceive our actions. When you are negative, you assume you at things break and will fall away and people will leave you, so you test if they really do, and of course you are right when you take the actions that make people leave. When you hold yourself in the place of trust that they will stay, they will, and things don't break as often as if they do, and you move on. It is not the confirmation of the deep belief that things break all the time that people leave always. Self-sabotage can be a means to make excuses for oneself and appear that I am really okay and good enough. It is just that I had just bad circumstances, like not having enough sleep. This is why it is the motivation. It will be justified intellectually by the mind. Self-sabotage can be a way to show others how hurt you are and how much you're going through, so that you would have an excuse for not achieving at the level that you should. You feel attracted to a person energetically and then justify it logically, but it is attractive to you in the positive and the negative because this person is energetically resonant and you feel good around them. The promise of comfort feels so much more promising. It seems to be the more deprived of love you feel, the stronger is the allure of comfort. So self-love will attract a good partner and friends, making you stronger and more resistant to the lure of comfort. Because the need of love and connection must be met, and if you don't solve for meeting it, it will be unconsciously met in inferior and less healthy ways. The more deprived of pride and self-recognition you are, the more alluring is flattery. You can only successfully influence somebody with flattery when he doesn't flatter himself. When you see somebody struggle, it seems so dumb, but when you are in it, it is all that you can see. So it is real, no matter how petty it looks to you. And when you are out of it, to the person it is real. So your struggle has validity even though the reasons might be entirely made up. The goal of thinking is to anticipate, evaluate, reason. For example, whether the piece of wood I have is long enough for whatever project I want to use it for. So it is understandable that we would measure ourselves in the same way. But unlike a piece of wood, you become enough and long enough through believing so. That is why there is descriptive thought and creative thought. A lot of people, when they don't control the direction of their thoughts, imitate themselves into an inhibited, low energy, tense, stressed and negative state out of habit, because that's what the mind does when you don't train it otherwise. The degree of self-esteem also determines what we address in other neighbors. When we feel not strong enough to deal with our stuff, then we believe it'd be too hard to address other people's stuff on top of our own. You also have more energy when you are positive. When you are negative, and it is a self-attacking kind of negative, you take actions with less intensity, you feel less deserving, so you might even feel inhibition to talk to people, and you have less energy overall when you would wake up looking forward to each new day. When you're working part-time, entering another identity, and behave and live like that person would, and what you would do all day and would need to accomplish each day and start living like that. When your partner doesn't confront truth inside of him, although he knows it is the right thing to do, he is unable to confront these things in you or shoot you straight or address these issues. That's great. Let's keep going with that in the next session.